Hello, what up? Make sure my phone is off. We don't want any interruptions. Got a really good flow planned for us today. Really good flow. Although I'm a little biased, of course, I think my stuff is good. Otherwise, why would I do it? You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day out today. Looks like we might get some rain. So it's a good day to be inside for a little while, get our movement on, right? That's what I'm talking about. I'm rocking some curls today. You guys see my curls? I used to have really, really long hair, and my hair was really curly, but now my hair is like short, so you can't really see it, but it's growing a little bit, so you can see these curls. These are natural. Yeah, so it's natural madness. My name is Daniel Moore, and today we're going to be um, sharing some time, of course, doing our movement. So here's what's in store for today. All right, we have a check-in. We'll see what's going on inside the body. We're gonna warm up of the body just a little bit. We're gonna mobilize the spine, the shoulders, the hips. Then we're gonna get into some strengthening exercises, both for the ground and then also some standing strengthening exercises. And at the very end, we'll end it up with a stretch. All right. So without further ado, you know what I'm gonna say. Let's get this show on the road. So if you want to start on your backs, please, in a supine position. Backs, supine. It's early. You can tell. Getting my redundancies in. Redundancies? I don't even know if that's a word. Anyways, let's come on to our backs and get this party started. Laying on your backs, nice and comfy, nice and relaxed. You can bend your knees or keep your legs straight. Choice is yours. I just want to invite you guys to take your attention inside your bodies this morning. And as you inhale and exhale, see if you can gently send the breath really as far down as you possibly can into your pelvic bowl and maybe even beyond. Just imagine that every time you breathe, there's this whole body activation. Every joint of your body should be able to move to some degree. And so I want to invite you guys to breathe into each one of your joints this morning. You can place your hands on your abdomen if you like. I like to rock my hips from side to side, just helps me to kind of relax this area. And we're going to start off with a little bit of three-dimensional breathing. So when we do three-dimensional breathing, what I'm saying is we're going to take our breath into our entire thoraco-pelvic canister. Remember, that's everything in between your clavicles and the bottom of your pelvic bowl. So as you guys are breathing in, I want to invite you guys to send the breath all the way down into the pelvic bowl. Where's the pelvic bowl? Well, if you bend your knees and put your hands under your caboose and kind of flex your fingers and press into those two bones, those are your sit bones. Imagine your breath going all the way down into that area. You can also imagine your breath um, causing your lower ribs and mid ribs on the front sides and especially in the back expanding. So you should feel your breath pressing your lower ribs into the ground. So inhaling expansively, exhaling nice and slow, and making sure to exhale every little breath, that every little ounce or aspect, or breathe out as much as you possibly can. There is. Inhaling slow, exhaling even slower. Okay, from here, we're going to take our hands, we're just going to place our hands on our abdomen. We're going to do some nice gentle circles. Just seeing what's going on in the abdomen today. Making sure that this area feels good. From here, you can rock your knees from side to side and then allow your hands to just move from the front to the sides to the back. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Got about 2 minutes left. Just checking in, letting the body kind of let us know what's going on. And every time you breathe, I want to invite you to imagine that your diaphragm, the main one, because we have many, the main diaphragm is massaging your internal organs. So we have four primary, I don't know if you want to call them primary, but there's four diaphragms. There's one in the bottom of your ribs, one in the bottom of the pelvic bowl, one at the base of your neck, and one underneath your brain. And each one of these diaphragms moves in tandem. So we're going to be focusing on alignment today so that we can get all of these diaphragms moving at the same time. It's amazing. Okay, about 1 minute left, guys. Just relaxing into the ground. Low expectations at this stage of the game. Just letting all unnecessary tension go, surrendering unnecessary tension into the ground below you. Inhale, exhale, nice and relaxed. And then I want to invite you to take your attention to inside your body. And if there's an area that needs some additional massage or additional help this morning, I want to invite you to go ahead and give your body what it needs. So maybe it's your hip, or maybe it's your shoulder, or maybe it's your spine. Just touch those areas and allow that touch to be a cue for that area to relax. About 30 seconds left. Maybe you got all sorts of areas in your body that need a little bit of love this morning. That's totally cool. Just take your time and take your massage into the different parts of the body. Whatever your body needs, make sure you give it. Okay, so got about 5 seconds left. So each one of the movements that we're going to do today, I'd like to encourage you to integrate that three-dimensional breathing. Okay, so the first movement we're going to do is some rolling with a foot reach. And as we do that, I want to invite you to breathe first. So breathe in first. And then as you exhale, we're just going to lower the knees to one side and reach with the foot. Okay, come back to center, pause, breathe in, exhale, lower the knees, reach the foot. Okay, come back to center, pause, breathe in, exhale, lower the knees, reach. If you want to take your arms above your head, you can do that. Okay, so just take your time breathing. And as you exhale, lower the knees, reach the foot. Okay, go back to center. Get nice and relaxed. Inhale, lower the knees, reach the foot. Back to center. Surrendering unnecessary tension, breathing in. Exhale, lower those knees, reach the foot. You can reach wherever you want. You can reach low, you can reach high, whatever you want to do. Okay, so the next movement is going to be some rocking. All right, so our rocking, what we're going to do is we're just going to draw our knees one at a time towards our chest into this nice tucked position, and then we're just going to start to rock our body forward and back, forward and back. Okay, now if you want, we can add a sit up with a reach. Okay, so you're rocking, sitting up, reach. So the rocking's real good to massage the back into the ground. Feel your back muscles getting a nice gentle massage. See if you can control the movement backwards. You know, in the unlikely event that you fall, you want to make sure that you don't just smack your head on the ground. You want to roll back, maybe even put the hands into this position here and catch yourself and add your gentle reach. Okay. All right, this next movement is a roll-up reach with a bridge reach. Check this out. So from a bent knee position, all you're going to do is you're going to press your arm into the ground and reach. So you can either do that just up on your elbow, or you can come all the way up onto your hand. From there, you're going to lower yourself down, press the hips up into the air, and add your bridge reach. Okay? So, pressing up, reach, bridge, reach. Switch sides. I guess we're calling this a roll-up reach with a bridge reach. This is like a really, really good exercise for the pecs, for the chest. If you feel into the side of your chest, like right here, and you feel how it feels as you're pressing yourself up, you're going to feel this thing activate. It's really nice and functional. So roll up reach, bridge reach. Roll up reach, bridge reach. And take your time, familiarize yourself with these movements. We'll be moving back through 2 more times on all of these movements that we're doing. All right, let's go right back into our rolling. So this time you can make it a little bit more dynamic. You can reach your foot into different positions and go at a speed that works for you. Perhaps you really want to slow it down today and sense the micro movements within the macro. So the macro is like this big movement, but the micro is like everything that happens through the process of the macro, if that makes any sense. Okay? So you're just integrating that breath work. So you're breathing in when you're in this central position. And then as you exhale, reaching that leg over. Okay? Breathing in the center. And then reaching the leg over. Breathing in the center. Exhaling, reaching the leg over. Okay? Sometimes you can get a couple movements in and then return to the center for that nice, gentle, diaphragmatic, 3-dimensional breathing, and then start it all again. Okay, guys, moving right back into our rocking. This time, as you rock, maybe you want to add a little bit of movement to it. So moving around versus just going forward and back. You can use your foot to kind of press yourself into a new position so that you're not just going forward and back, but that you're also moving your body around. And when you're ready, add your get up reach. Sorry, that was kind of intense. So, rocking, breathing, sitting up, adding your reach. Rock it out, sit up, reach. You guys know what to do. If you want to have fun, have fun. These movements should be a lot of fun for you guys. Fun for me, I don't know. And they don't hurt my body, and that's the best part about it. I know that when I do my movement session, I'm not going to injure myself. I kind of like that. Okay, so from my rocking, I'm going to go into my roll up reach with bridge reach. So we're going to keep it pretty much the same thing. Okay, so roll up and reach. Lay yourself down, bridge, reach. Okay, so roll up, reach. Perhaps you want to do that multiple times in a row. Get several reps in before you go into your bridge reach. Okay, roll up, reach, roll up, reach. I'm telling you, this one, my chest sometimes gets sore after doing this one. That's how awesome it is. It's sore in a bad way, but sore like in a I worked it way. It's good. Bridge reach, roll up reach. Make sure you're breathing. Okay, on our last set for all of these, we're going to add a get up. So for our rolling, we're going to roll all the way onto our stomach. Place your hands down by your ribs, press yourself up, walk your hands back, and stand up. Okay, shake it out. Lower yourself right back down. Come right back down onto the ground, onto your back. Maybe rock those knees from side to side. Roll onto your stomach. Press yourself up. Stand up. I don't care how you get there. Just get there. Okay? Lower down. Get yourself on the ground. Bend those knees. Maybe add a couple rolls. And then, when you're ready, roll over and press yourself up. Get up. Maybe go to walk, So many different ways that we can do this. Okay? One more time. Get up. Okay, so now we're going to go to our rocking. Same thing. We're going to add a get up. Okay? So as you're rocking, you can use the momentum of your rocking to come to a squat standing position. Or you can rock up with a figure 4 position of your legs. Get up that way. So many different options. I don't care how you do it. Just rock and get up. Use as many supports as you need to. Walk a couple steps. Lower yourself down. Rock it out. Maybe do several rocks in a row. And then when you're ready, get up. Rocking with a get up. Rocking with a get up. Stay nice and light, nice and loose, shaking it out. Okay, roll up reach with our bridge reach. So with the roll up, we're going to get up. Okay. And also with our bridge. Check this out. This one's a little bit more complicated, if you want to call it that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to back my hips up, roll onto my stomach, and then I'm going to get up. Okay? Lower myself down, do it all over again. So again, I got to press up. And then just like when we do our tripod transitions, just going to bring this leg underneath my body, stand up. Okay, lower myself right back down. And then I'm going to do my bridge, roll onto my abdomen, and get up that way. This is not the kind of stuff you see in the gym. And that's okay. That's not what we're trying to do, gym stuff. We're trying to do life stuff. That's what we're trying to do. Okay? So press up, get up, make your bridge, get up. Okay? All right, guys. So from here, let's come to a seated position and we're going to mobilize some stuff a little bit. From a seated position, your feet are flat on the floor, and what you're going to do is you're going to pull your legs or your feet towards yourself. You'll notice that as I do that, my butt kind of scoots forward, and what I can do is I can bring my hips into an anterior tilt, almost like I'm creating length through my spine, okay? So if I add some more dynamic movement to this, I can create a spinal wave. Okay, so I'm pulling my feet And I'm using that to initiate a movement through my whole spine. Okay, so I can slow that down and feel each one of the micro movements. Now, if that's ridiculously hard, you can take your hands on the backside of your legs and you can use those um, connections and support for making the movement happen. But the more you can use your hip flexors to get you into this anteriorly uh, rotated pelvic position, the better. Okay. From here, we're going to move in through some side sit transitions. So the first mobilization was for the spine. This one's for the hips. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from side sit. You're going to bring your leg around into cross sit and then switch your side sit to the other side. That's it. Okay? So bring the leg in, cross, bring the other leg out, side sit. Okay? If you need to use your hands to post and support yourself, totally cool. So you're in your cross sit position, and then you're going to reach a foot out, bring it to the back, side sit. Okay, coming back into your cross sit position, nice and long through the spine, breathing into your thoracolpelvic canister, as Dr. Evan Osar calls it, and coming into your cross sit position. Okay. And then the next mobilization is going to be for the shoulders. So we're going to do some lateral bend arm sweeps. So with your legs crossed in front, nice and long through the spine, you're just going to lower one elbow to the ground, reaching the other arm overhead, and you're going to sweep either backwards or forwards and switch sides. That's it. Okay? So I come to the side, coming onto my forearm, reach above my head. I can sweep back. I can sweep forward. And I'm going to bring myself right to the other side. So reach, sweep, reach, sweep. So you're just moving your shoulders in whatever way feels comfortable for you. Whatever your body's kind of telling you this morning, let your body guide the movement. Make it fluid. See if you can soften unnecessary tension out of the body. Just exploring gentle movements. You can reach back with a palm versus onto your forearm, whatever you like. So we're just getting some nice gentle arm sweeps to mobilize our shoulders. All right, guys, enough of all that. Let's come into a foot or a knee hand crawl position, please. So on your hands and knees. So from this position, we're going to do a step out, get up. So you're on your hands and knees, and all you're going to do is you're going to put one foot forward, and then you're going to come to a nice standing position. So how I do that is either bringing my back leg to the front, or I could bring my front leg to the back and I get up. Okay, so this is the first one we're doing. So we're on our hands and knees. You're going to step out into a nice split kneeling or a split lunge. Stand up or stand up, whichever way you like. Come right back down onto the ground, ready for your next set. Okay, so bring one leg forward, stand up, switch sides. You can step out to the side. Whatever direction you want to step out is totally cool. Okay, from here, we're going to get into a plank position and we're going to touch our knees to our tricep or our elbow. So either coming into a knee hand crawl plank or straighten out those legs. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift one leg off the ground and bring it up towards your tricep. Okay, for me, it's a little bit more my elbow. and bring it right back down. Switch sides. So you're taking your time to really explore the sensation of the movement. You can go a little bit quicker if you like. You can bring your knee to the opposite side elbow. It's also an option. Make sure that as you're breathing all the way down into the bottom of your pelvic bowl. So down, sending the breath all the way to those sit bones. It's very, very, very important. Perhaps you want to hold in this position for a couple seconds. Switch. All right, guys. From here, let's go ahead and lower ourselves down onto the ground, onto our stomachs, please. From here, we're going to do some prone extension with some arm paddling. I don't know if you guys have ever surfed before, but what you're going to do is you're going to extend through the spine, and we're just going to imagine that we're paddling on the top of a surfboard. Now, if that imagery doesn't work for you, just move your arms like this and think about mobilizing your arms with spinal extension. Okay? So your spine is an extension, and you are allowing your arms to sweep from the front to the back. Really reaching in both directions, both towards the feet and towards the front. Perhaps looking around to see what's around you. It's kind of important when you surf. Okay, guys, right back into our knee hand or foot hand crawl action. And this time what we're going to do is we're going to add a hip roll get up. So a hip roll get up is when we're going to lower our hips to the side, lower the hips down, we're going to roll, coming into our knee hand crawl, and then backing our hands up, come to a standing position, lower yourself right back down. Same thing the other direction. So I just lower my hips, roll, come up to my other side, walk the hands up, stand up. Okay? Lower your hands down, lower the hips, roll, walk the hands back, stand up. Switch sides. Go as fast or as slow as you want. The idea is to get comfortable with lowering yourself down to the ground with control, rolling through the hip, standing up. Okay, guys, back into our plank elbow knee taps. Okay, so from your plank position, bringing your knee up towards the elbow. And this time, if you want to bring the knee across and even straighten out the leg, remember, make the movements work for you. I'll give you a baseline suggestion, such as, tap your knee to your elbow, but then make it work for you. Bringing my knee up to my tricep, holding for a few seconds, switching sides. Perhaps pausing for a second, getting a high hip crawl, and then coming right back to it. Okay, so knee to tricep or knee to elbow. Make sure your breath is going as low as you could possibly send it. A lot of times when we're working hard, we use our muscles for forced inspiration. And that tends to be a lot of the muscles of the upper portion. So we want to continuously focus that breath down. Okay, from there, prone extension arm paddle. So go ahead and lower yourself right back down onto the ground. And when you're ready, go ahead and extend through the spine and get that paddle going. Taking your time. Perhaps you want to get a little breaststroke in there. If you need to take a break, lower yourself down just for a couple moments, take a couple sips of air, and then come right back to it. You always want to be able to look around, especially when you're surfing. I'll never forget this one time I was surfing in Hawaii. I was paddling, and all of a sudden I saw this thing come out of the water like 6 feet away. And I was like, on my surfboard, fortunately, it was just a huge turtle. But I saw Jaws too many times, so I was freaked out, at least for a minute. Paddle, paddle, paddle. Make sure that you're breathing. Okay. So right back into our foot hand or knee hand crawl position. Now you get to choose. You can do the step out, get up, or you can do the hip roll, get up, or maybe a combination of the two. I do one lunge, I'll do one hip roll. Whatever you do, get up. That's like one of the main aspects of this whole thing. Always ready. I kind of like the hip roll one myself. Feels pretty good. And we'll roll around. Add whatever little movements you need to make this session work for you. Okay, so right back into that next set of our plank elbow knee taps. Okay, so you can also try other variations if you want. Perhaps you want to go down onto your elbows and bring your leg forward from this position. Take your time, make it work for you. Make sure you're breathing, of course. Maybe you want to do a combination of the straight out arm and the forearm plank, whatever you like. You never know what you'll find when you start to intuit and improvise your movements. All right, so from there, we're going to go into our last prone extension paddle exercise. So laying down onto your stomachs. Perhaps this time you want to take it a little bit more into a single arm action. Feel free. A little bit more of your standard swimming stroke. I've never taken lessons, so don't count on me for teaching you how to swim, but if you know the basic movements, that's what we're doing. Reaching, and then bringing the arm all the way through, using the greatest range of motion that we can use safely. Nice and slow. Slow is always good for me. I like to slow things down. So these were some of our ground strengthening exercises. And now we're going to come to standing, please. So come into standing. The first movement we're doing is a hip hinge step out. So check this out. From a standing position, you're going to lengthen through the spine. So you're focusing on length through the spine. From here, you're going to hinge forward at the hips. And from this position, you're going to step out into multiple directions. So maybe as many as 5. And then you're going to bring your legs back together, switch legs. So I'm just stepping out, stepping behind, stepping across the front, stepping out in the diagonal, switch sides. Okay, if you need to come up at any point, that's fine. Hinge, step out, step out. So it's like, maybe I'm gonna step over here. Nah, I don't think so. Maybe over here. Nah, I don't think so. Over here. Nah, maybe I'm gonna switch legs. There we go. Step, 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 step. Standing up whenever you need to give yourself a little break. And then coming right back into it. Okay, our next one is going to be a lateral shuffle crawl. So the lateral shuffle crawl, we're going to come down into a squat position. You're going to place one hand on the ground, then the other hand, and the leg that's furthest away is going to hop off the ground, and you're going to come into a new position, wherever that is. So place one hand down, then the other hand, the furthest leg away hops, and you come into a new position. Okay? Place the hand down, other hand, hop, new position. Okay? You can go high with your hops. You can go low with your lateral hop or with your shuffle crawl. Okay? Take your time. Maybe you want to spend a little bit of time in this deep squat position. That's awesome. Feel free. Okay, guys, the third set is going to involve single leg balance. So from our standing position, we're going to take one foot up off the ground. So you're putting all your weight into one leg, and you're going to reach front, side, and back. Okay, so that's all we're doing. Reach, reach, reach. Now, if you really want to add to this movement, when you reach to the front, add a gentle circle in each direction. Bring the leg to center, go to the side, same thing. Circle, circle. Bring the foot to the center, reach back, circle, circle. Let's switch sides. So reaching the leg out, front, side, and back, and then adding your gentle circle. One direction, then the other. Reaching it out, small circle, small circle. Back to center, reach it back, small circle, small circle. Switch sides. So you guys get the idea. Nice and strong through each one of these movements, taking your time to get what you need out of it. Okay, so right back into our standing hip hinge and step outs. So nice and long through the spine, hinge through the hips. So you're just sitting back through the hips. Your knees could be bent. And from there, you're going to gently step out into different directions, maintaining the same position of your supporting leg. So as I step out, my supporting leg is pretty much in the same position the whole time. Okay, stepping out about 5 different directions and then switching sides. So hinge, step out, step behind. Perhaps you want to add some arm movement through this whole thing, or you could just keep them on your hips. Choice is yours. Switch sides. Hinge, step out, step behind, step into as many different directions as you like, and switch. Hinge, step out. All right, guys, lateral shuffle crawl. Let's get it. So your lateral shuffle crawl, we're going to do it primarily from a standing position this time. So you're going to lower one hand to the ground, then the other, hop the leg over. Here you are. Maybe walk a couple steps, lower down, shuffle, stand up, switch sides. Try to stay nice and loose the whole time. Nice and light. As you press your body into the ground with your hands, try to really press through those arms, but stay light the whole time. Walk it out. Breathing deeply and expansively the whole time. Nice and strong. So even though it's a lateral shuffle crawl, which makes us think sideways, we can also do it forward. So I can put my hand down in front of myself and just shift my body weight in the direction I want to go. All right. Single leg balance. Same exact thing. This time, we're going to do a milk churner. So when we bring our leg to the front, you're going to add some rotation as you bring your leg forward and back. Now we're going to do the same thing to the side. So just adding some rotation through the femur and now to the back, same exact thing. Just adding some gentle rotation through the femur while we extend and straighten the knee. Switch sides. So if you want, you can lead with the heel and internal rotation, and then switch directions of your foot, drawing up. So this is a really good mobilization technique for the hips. Make sure that you get all three directions, front, sides, and back. Okay, standing hip hinge step outs one more time. So again, from our standing position, we're going to hinge, keeping a nice neutral spine, and then we're going to step out. Okay, if you take your hand and put it on your posterior hip, this thing should be on as you're stepping out. Okay, so whether I step to the back, step to the front, you're going to notice this hip is on. Okay, and that's what we want. Okay, switch sides, hinge, step out. Technically, it's going to activate the glutes on both sides, but I specifically wanted to bring your attention to that supporting leg. And notice how that feels. This is going to help you with gait and how you walk. It's going to help you with stability of the lateral and the posterior aspect of the hip. Okay? About, behind. Maybe you pair your arm movement with your leg movement. Whatever you like. Okay, lateral shuffle crawl. One last time. Let's get it. Maybe walk a little bit. When you're ready, place your hand down and get that shuffle crawl. Bam. Nice and smooth, nice and relaxed. Lower the hand down. Go. Make this movement work for you guys. Staying nice and low. Maybe also trying a higher hop, if you will. Whatever you like. Personally, I really think it's important to get back up and walk around because then you can assess the quality of blood flow from your lower to upper extremities. Sometimes we get a little bit dizzy when we go from a low squat position to a standing position. So what we're doing is we're telling our body what we need it to be able to do. We're strengthening our vascular system by moving from these crunched positions to these standing positions. Okay? All right, last single leg balance with the foot reach and hip circles. So again, bring that heel out to the front, turn that butt a little bit, get that foot out to the side, same exact thing. And then to the back, same exact thing. Just notice how it feels. If you find a particular movement that feels really good, then stay there a little while. Give yourself a little bit more of that one. You got an angle that you want to explore. Maybe your legs are a lot higher than mine. Good for you. As long as you're giving your body what it needs, you're good. Okay, 10 more seconds. Give yourself a last little kick out in each direction, feeling that nice balance of that supporting leg. And that's the end of it, guys. So now we're going to move into a nice gentle stretch. So we're going to start on all fours, hands and knees. We're going to start with a really nice child's pose, cobra pose transition. So from our knee hand position, you're going to bring your hips forward, lower them towards the ground, extending through the spine, relaxing the spine, maybe adding some gentle rocking from side to side. If you want to come up and bring one hip or one knee up towards you, that's fine. Just getting some nice gentle extension through the spine. Okay, and then from here, we'll drop our weight back over our heels, child's pose. So nice and slow, bringing your spine in to this nice flexed position, maybe adding some micro movements as you go, and then transition yourself right back into that extension. So coming right back down. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow, nice and relaxed. Let go of unnecessary tension. If you find any areas that feel uncomfortable, see if you can tune into what your body's trying to tell you this morning. One thing it's trying to tell you is breathe through it. Okay, let's shift the weight back, child's pose. And then transition yourself with a wave-like motion between cobra and child's pose. I want to invite you to visualize your body healthy, strong, and adaptable. See if you can visualize your body beautiful, powerful, strong, adaptable, healing at all times. See if you can turn your attention into this idea that you're beautiful, strong, and adaptable. Imagine each part of your body, even the stuff that might feel a little bit of discomfort today. See if you can visualize those parts totally beautiful and strong. and capable of letting you know when something needs a little bit more help. Okay, shift the weight back one more time. Good. From here, we're going to separate our knees out to the side, get a nice adductor stretch going. So from here, you can either straighten one side out to accentuate the stretch on one side, and then shift your weight forward and back. You can also add some gentle massage into this area. You can play around with different foot positions. Play around with bringing the toes up off the ground. Perhaps even creating some length through the spine. Inhale, exhale. See if you can visualize the parts of your body that are telling you or talking to you this morning. Visualize them beautiful, healthy, and strong. Okay? If you want to keep both legs bent, you can move, shift your weight, body weight forward and back. Just get some nice, gentle opening of the hips. Let's switch sides if you haven't done so already. So if you straightened one leg before, now straighten the other one out. Same exact thing. So you're just getting some nice gentle stretching going. You can close your eyes if you like and just explore the sensations of your body, giving thanks for everything that you feel. Because if you feel good, that's a reason to give thanks. If you feel someone's uncomfortable, that's a reason to give thanks. Because remember, your body's wired to let you know something needs a little bit of extra support, a little bit of extra attention. So just give yourself that attention that your body needs. Visualize or imagine your body beautiful, healthy, and strong. You got nothing to lose. It's absolutely free. Okay, let's switch sides one more time. Nice. Stretched out leg to the side. And then moving your body in whatever way you feel you need or want to get yourself that additional stretch. Come as low as you like. Bring your body weight forward and back. Switch sides one last time. Add whatever little micro details that you want to add right now. This stretch session is yours. We're just dialing our attention back into this idea of breathing, relaxed strength. Okay, from here we're going to move into a modified couch stretch. So a couch stretch is typically when you're in this split kneeling position and then you come up onto, you grab the back foot and you're stretching through the front side of the hip. A modified couch stretch is when we bring our body weight forward, bend the knee, and we're just going to gently bring the ankle to the one side and then the other. So you're rotating through the femur. So the femur is rotating through the hip joint. Nice and easy. If you want to bring yourself a little closer to the ground, this could be really helpful for this movement. Just notice the sensations that you feel as you bring your ankle towards the midline and then towards the outside. Okay? See if you can relax into this position. See if you can once again take your attention into this idea that your body's beautiful, healthy, strong, adaptable, and constantly in the pursuit of healing. That's what your body does. It's an amazing thing. All right, let's switch sides. So if you're using this propped up position on your forearms, it's totally perfect. I got one knee out to the side, and then I take the leg that I'm stretching, or the hip that I'm stretching, and I gently bring my ankle out and in. So getting that nice medial and lateral rotation of the femur while I'm in this position. Remember when we did our three-dimensional breathing in the beginning and we were focusing on breathing all the way into the sit bones? See if you could do that breathing even while you're in this position here. Okay, let's switch sides one more time. Hike the other hip up. Perhaps you want to add little variations to try to accentuate the stretch. If you find these positions that feel real good, explore, you know. Inhale, exhale, staying nice and loose, nice and strong, all the same time. Okay, once again, take your attention, switch sides, take your attention back into this idea that your body is beautiful, healthy, and strong. Imagine your heart muscle and all the valves leading from and to are totally beautiful and open, and all the blood is moving effortlessly through the 80,000 miles of pathways that we have for our blood. Imagine all your internal organs are beautiful and healthy and strong. Your intestines, your, your kidneys, your liver, your gallbladder, your spleen, your stomach, all the different things that you got going on, your reproductive organs, everything is beautiful and healthy and strong. If you've had anything removed, don't worry about it. It's still there etherically. Etherically, energetically, I don't know, do your research. But if you still focus on those areas as if it's still there, you can still get some benefit. Okay, guys, from here, we're going to come up and we're going to go into a side sit position. We're going to get a nice stretch for the external rotator. So this is, I think they call this pigeon in yoga. You're just getting a nice gentle stretch for the lateral rotators of the hip. And you can add whatever little bits of whatever you like in here. Nice and strong. Relax your body as much as you can. Breathe. Let your mind be aware of the fluid dynamics of your body. We're like 70% water. Got a lot of fluid going on in there. So you see if you can get that fluid to flow. Good circulation, according to my Qigong master, David Way. He says good circulation equals good health. I couldn't agree more. Let's go ahead and switch sides now. So you're just going to bring the other leg into the front position. Come up. Get yourself here. Good stretch for those external rotators. So you want to be strong in these positions. We're not collapsing, but rather holding ourselves with active strength, active relaxed strength, if you will. Inhale, exhale, just spending some time allowing your mind to get in tune with what your body's already doing. Your body's always moving towards health. Your body's always trying to be as healthy as it could possibly be. So it's really important, in my opinion, that we get our brain in line with what's already going on. All right, guys, let's go ahead, come to a cross sit position on your mat. If you need to spend a few more minutes moving through some other gentle stretches and some more relaxation, perhaps you want to lay on the ground for 2, 5, 10 minutes and just breathe for a little while, I would encourage you to do that. For those of you that got to get on with the rest of your day, I hope you enjoyed this movement session, and I thank you so much for being here. You guys know how much I appreciate all of you. I hope you guys enjoyed that session. A little bit less of a cardio impact today, but definitely got some good mobilization and some good strengthening, as well as a good stretch at the end. But remember, make sure to continuously move throughout your day, to continuously bring in the things you're thankful for throughout your day. Smile a lot, drink tons of water, and take your time. Slow it down. Keep up the good work. Even on the days that we don't have class, make sure that you're moving around and surrendering unnecessary tension constantly. Remembering to look at movement through the lens of nutrition. Think about what your body's not getting from time to time and give it what your body's not getting. So if you're always forward, look up. If your shoulder's always forward, bring them back, reach. If you're always seated, get into Cobra extension. So give your body what it needs. every single day. And remember to take your time. This isn't a sprint, this is a marathon. Okay? So take your time, enjoy every breath. I love you guys. Lots of love for you. And you're giving me your love by just being here. So thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Okay? All right, everybody. Be well, live long and prosper. Peace. See you guys.